a mystic, a tarot. Hello, how y'all doing out there in a YouTube land? So, I thought I'd pop on here. If you could see the tiny little Xmas tree now. I never, ever decorate for the holidays, but the family does. So it's not my thing. It's not my thing. I don't know. But if you do, if you're into that, happy holidays. You know, whatever you celebrate, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christ Mass. Is there another one? There's a lot of other types of. I don't want to leave anyone out. So if you whatever you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, cool. It's not quite Christmas, obviously, but today I'm doing a check-in because tomorrow there is a new moon, and all the astrologers are talking about it. So I thought I'd put in my two tarot cents in and just pull some collective energy. So we're leaving the year of the snakes, okay? That Scorpio, shedding the skin, transformation energy, okay? We're leaving that because we're leaving a year number 9, which is finalizing things, and we're going to the year number 10. Well, number 9 is, you know, in tarot there's I should say numerology. There are 2 numbers that represents endings, and that's the 9 and the 10, because the 10 is a continuation of what we completed in the 9, and it's the culmination of the ending, so completely finalizing it, but also the beginning. So 10 is like your cups are overflowing, and that's what we're going to be stepping into in 2026, because in numerology you add up the years and you reduce it down. You add up the numbers and you reduce it down to one number. So it's going from 9 to the 10, and that's the beginning. So yeah, I'll do a collective live today. I don't know, probably there won't be a lot of you on here because it's the holidays and it's a Thursday, but if you come across this later, you know, lend me your ears. Tell me hello in the comments. And if anybody does pop on here, I do have my little pendulum. So I thought, you know, at the end, if anybody's interested, I could do a pendulum yes or no question at the end of my little live. I'm really new to doing the pendulum, but I will do that for anybody who's in the chat when I'm kind of done pulling the cards. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's good for the collective. What's coming out for the collective for this new moon? New moons are just, as they say, new things. And because we're going into the year number 10, as I just mentioned, we're going from endings to beginnings. So I would love to know if you guys out there in the collective have new things that you're working towards. Let's see what's coming out for the collective. You know what? This has been coming out for a lot of the signs. Okay, 4 of Cups, feeling unfulfilled. You know what? The 4 of Cups is not just, I feel bored, I feel like I've been ignored, I feel like my cup isn't full. It's the realization. Hi, yeah, I'm doing a collective. You can just, so anyway, a lot of people have been feeling unfulfilled here and have been feeling bored and unfulfilled. Okay, and I'm sorry about that. So the thing is, the lack of fulfillment here, that is what's leading to this change, okay? Because the 4 of Cups to me is like the Buddha sitting under the tree and asking if there is more. Annabeth says, I have finals next month. Well, I wish you luck with that. But yeah, if you want to stick around, I will do a pendulum question, maybe 2, once I'm kind of done doing my little rant, all right? So yes, we have, oh, and there it is. You know what? This 9 of Cups has also been coming out for a lot of the signs. And as I was saying before, with the 4 of Cups, feeling a lack of fulfillment, like the Buddha sitting under the tree questioning, is that all there is? You know, it's like this realization that everything on the table is sugary and is bad for me. And I'm not happy with what's being served to me. So maybe I need something new that's happier and that's more fulfilling. I need something else that's happier and that's more fulfilling. So that's kind of the energy that a lot of the signs have been in. 9 of Cups is, it's gratification. It's self-gratification. It's what will make me feel happy and fulfilled. And the King of Cups here. So the King of Cups I see as a very creative individual. So a lot of you guys out there who come to YouTube Tarot, I feel like you are very creative and you're very emotional in a good way. You have, you know, this depth of emotion, right? But this can also be a therapist. So some of you guys could be just trying to work on your emotional self, right? And I don't know if any of you guys are artists. I'm an artist, so I tend to attract a lot of artists on this channel. But the good news is that you can get a lot of fulfillment just from channeling and transmuting this energy of being unfulfilled or being bored, and using your creative abilities and creative powers and intuitive powers and gifts to turn it into something good, to turn it into some kind of art, or turn it into some kind of emotional fulfillment, right? I love that. I feel like 2026, the year of the horse, is going to be the year of momentum. And with this new moon, it's triggering that within you, like that stuck energy, that Mercury retrograde energy. I don't want that anymore, right? Like we're coming out of that. Slowly but surely, we're coming out of it. And because we're in Sagittarius season, there's this momentum and this, you know, this drive to kind of make something happen. There's also a transit in Capricorn, you guys, those of you that follow the astrology. If you have Capricorn in your chart, if you have Sagittarius in your chart, right now is a good time for you to kind of be moving forward with something. And it could be a project. I mean, it can be love. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on all of you guys out there, because the King of Cups is a very emotionally fulfilled individual. Three of Pentacles. There's a map on here, and I've been saying, you know, I've been seeing this a lot in the individual readings because it's the holidays. So there's a plan in place to travel or to work with other people, potentially on something emotionally fulfilling for you out there, collective. How y'all doing? Let me know in the comments how you're doing, where you are, what's your name. And if you're interested in a pendulum question today, I will do that here in a minute. All right, let's see, for the collective, for the new moon. Ooh, okay, so now I'm sending you guys a big hug. This is tarot after all. You know, the Three of Swords, the burning book here, and the devil, corruption. I feel like a lot of you guys could realize that there are certain temptations that you just have to reject here. And potentially this wound of rejection, we all have that. We all have had a time in our lives where our hearts were broken, or we were broken up with, or, you know, we didn't get that job, we didn't get that scholarship, we didn't get that thing that we wanted. But this is also rejecting the temptation. And, you know, because this is the devil and this is corruption. And I just don't want you guys to drink the Kool-Aid. And what do I mean by that? I don't want you guys to let the darkness envelop you. I don't want you to let the pain and the hurt and the darkness of whatever has transpired in your life sink you down, bring you down. Because you're making a plan for yourself for more emotional fulfillment in your life. And it doesn't involve the devil. It doesn't involve people who want to corrupt you or people who want to keep you down. You know, the collective has been going through it, and 2025 was not an easy year. And this new moon is an opportunity to kind of starve that devil, so to speak, right? Like, what do I mean by that? I mean, not giving in to the darkness, not giving in to the sadness, and overcoming temptation. And that can be in any area of your life. You know, the devil can be lust, it can be romantic obsession, it can be addiction, it can be like eating too much sugar, it can be thinking dark thoughts, allowing the dark thoughts to to take over. So hopefully you guys are able to overcome this corruption or this devil energy here with this new moon. What does the collective need to know for this new moon? Now, the new moon is actually tomorrow. So, you know, we're in this energy already right now, but technically it's the 19th and the 20th is the new moon in Saggy. What does the collective need to know right now? for this new moon in Saggy. We have the Five of Wands. This has been coming out a lot too. You know what? There is some kind of square to the Uranus. There could be a lot of anger and resentment and frustration coming up for the collective, for a lot of the signs, a lot of the people out there. And then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has been coming out a lot. You could be triggered to fight with someone. 100%. There is this sense of frustration or petty rivalry or competition here. I sometimes see the Five of Wands as, trying to overcome the competition, but there's some kind of conflict in the collective with this Knight of Swords energy. And I feel like it's this square to Uranus. I'm talking astrology now, you guys. I know this isn't love tarot. A lot of you guys might not be interested, but this could be directly affecting your relationship. So a lot of you guys could be really upset with people, or they're upset with you. Okay. And the Knight of Swords to me is fast moving energy. You know, the Knight of Swords is a warrior, and because it's the swords, it's the intellect and it's your thoughts and your mind, but it's your thoughts and your intellect, like being really aggressive and moving really quickly and being frustrated. So, but there's also this energy of I need to hurry up and quickly like overcome the obstacles or overcome the competition. Because right now, especially, this could even be a work message. Like in the workforce right now, you guys, there is a lot of competition for jobs. It's just the really bad time for the economy. So give me some advice on this, angels and guides. A lot of you guys could be feeling really upset with people. Maybe, during retrograde, you were thinking during retrograde about people who have tried to corrupt you or who try to take advantage. And it's got you in this energy of, I'm not going to let that happen again. But there could be some frustration here. So what's going on with this? I feel like you're slowly moving out of the energy of frustration. Some of you could live in a cold place where there's snow. But the Knight of Pentacles is getting stable. Like, I'm slowly moving out of that energy of anger and resentment and frustration and petty rivalry that is in the energy right now. So I don't know who's who here, what's happening here. And then we have the Knight of Wands. I love this. Okay, the Knight of Wands. So yes, this is Sagittarius energy. We are in Sagittarius. There's this need to I feel like we were really forced to slow down during retrograde. And now there's this energy of I want to move quickly, fast, to kind of make up for the time that I lost during that stagnation. And that could be in anything, like your job, your money, your traveling, whatever. But we're still kind of in that slowed down energy. But because that we're in Sagittarius, there's still this need to speed things along. I need to hurry up and make more money. I need to hurry up and meet someone. Just whatever in your life. So there's this back and forth energy of I'm frustrated, things are moving slowly, and I want to move forward. I want to move faster in the things that I want to do. But you could be forced to kind of slow down right now because it's the holidays. Okay, what's the outcome here? How y'all doing out there? Hi. Ooh, so the Chariot. I knew it. Listen, there is a lot of hostility in the air. A lot of hostility. And it's not just hostility, it's frustration that, that things aren't working as quickly as you want them to. So there's a need to kind of pace yourself in the air and to kind of work through some of this frustration that's coming up. And some of you, I feel are straight up upset with someone. I can't move past it. There is this energy of upset. There's this energy of frustration. There's this energy of rage. And you know what? It could be globally, there's a lot of violent things happening on the news and stuff like that. And it's the energy is in the air of this frustration. So, and it could be also trickling down to you individually. But also I just want to move forward. I want to do something already. Anything else in the advice here? Okay, so there are two paths before you, collective. And there's this energy of stay the way I am or completely transform. And I've been seeing it a lot in the individual readings that there's this need and this want for a change, to change your life, to change directions in one area or another. So, this could even be in regards to personal relationships. There's this need and this want to choose a path for yourself. Two of Swords to the Two of Cups. And it's, it could be a decision to like stay in a relationship, go back to a relationship, or to move forward to another one. Because the Two of Swords like knows the answer, but doesn't want to see it. And it could be regarding a personal relationship here. Do I want to continue down this path of this personal relationship? Or do I want, because I feel like a lot of you guys are triggered in relationships, and potentially that's where the anger and the frustration is coming out within your personal relationship or romantic relationship. And then we have but there's the newness. I knew it. See, okay, a lot of you guys are so ready for a change. And, I don't know what this is for you. If this is a new job or a new city or just a new way of doing things or thinking about things, a new source of inspiration. And that's what this new moon is all about. And I would love to know what it is that you guys are trying to create that's new in your life. Because some of you, it's just the way that you think about things, the way that you conversate with your partner, the way that you attach yourself to relationships. What is it that's new for you guys? What is it that is different? Also because we're at the end of the year, we sometimes see the aces in tarot because it's going to be the new year. Actually, technically, the new year starts in March. I don't know if you guys know that, but astrologically, the new year starts in March. Even though we're going to be in January, it's going to be 2026 with the Gregorian calendar. The new year starts in March and April. And so I don't know if you guys are changing anything in your life or not, but there is a need and a want for that, especially because I have this Ace of Wands. So I don't know what that is for you. The Ace of Wands is passion. It could even just be like, I'm tired of feeling frustrated. I'm tired of fighting, arguing. I'm tired of the hostility, because the hostility has been coming out a lot in this little channel message that I'm doing here. So I don't know what that is, but it could also just be competition. And, let's say you want to beat the competition and get a certain job or get a certain degree or something like that. There is something that you have to do to stand out, to be able to rise above the competition or overcome the petty hostility that's in the air, because it's heavy in the air. What does this Ace of Wands represent for the collective? Ten of Pentacles, a dynasty of wealth. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are thinking, and this has been coming out for a lot of the signs. This is why I do collectives. Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. I can't swear on here, but I would. It's like, listen, I just want the money. Listen, I just want the legacy. Listen, I just want to be able to leave my children money, because the Ten of Pentacles is an inheritance. But I'm not necessarily saying that you all are going to get an inheritance. It's just about your legacy, the legacy in your life. So I feel like the signs are getting serious and are looking to overcome certain obstacles in your personal and private life, especially because, if you're in the States, you'll understand inflation. And so some of you guys could just be thinking, I need to get a second job because this isn't working for me, or I need a partner who is going to take care of me. It's just you're getting serious about your legacy and about, protecting your assets and how am I going to survive this? So it's not a time to play around. It's not a time for indecision. It's time to think about what can I do to improve things. And maybe I do need a new job, a second job, a new relationship, or a new hobby, or something like that. Whatever that Ace of Wands is for you, to me it looks like it could even be a new house or a new home, and you're building it, potentially building a community, because the Ten of Pentacles can be just a community of people that you're surrounded with. Maybe you're thinking to yourself that I have to network with new people if I want to get that job that I want. Yes, you're building a new community. You're thinking about your legacy. You're thinking about, how can I not have to hustle harder, take care of myself and my community. And for some of you, that means a second job or getting a degree or something new and different here. So, and it's been coming out for a lot of the signs, all the signs, but there's still this energy of I'm stuck in a paradigm, because the Six of Pentacles is that retrograde energy, like the past and reminiscing about the past and kind of staying stuck in the past. But, because we're in that year number 9, you're closing out those karmic cycles. You're closing out those karmic chapters. We're healing generational curses in regards to money or toxic relationships or, whatever, so that you can build a better and more solid community. But there's still a foot that you have in your old life, in your past life, that a lot of you guys are having difficulties shaking. And that can be anything, Yeah, and I feel like a lot of you guys you could be thinking about, I'll never be able to afford a house in this economy. Or, because we have a house here, we have this man dreaming about a house here, fantasizing about wealth, fantasizing about a better tomorrow for the collective. And I feel like a lot of you guys could be vision boarding too around. This is a really, really good time to vision board, or get your Pinterest board together of like the type of houses that you want, because the housing market is really bad right now. And I feel like it's kind of a reality check that I can't keep doing the things the way that I used to do with the Six of Cups. I can't keep wasting my time on situationships that cost me money, because I'm trying to save for a house or a better tomorrow, okay? A better living situation, just better. 100% fantasizing, thinking about your legacy, wanting something more for yourself, wanting, putting together a vision board to keep yourself motivated towards these goals of something better. Because things are really hard out there right now. In our, in our 3D reality, the housing market is difficult. Inflation is difficult. There it is. I said it before. Change. And whether we want this change or not, it's being forced upon us. And it's just the reality. We're talking about AI. We're talking about inflation. We're talking about all kinds of restaurants and businesses closing because they can't afford things. This is the reality, So there's that fantasizing about change, fantasizing about how things could be, and wanting that. And the change starts with you and the way that you think and the way that you act, and getting out of a place of indecision. Now, I know that we can't necessarily act on it right now, and that's why I was seeing that energy of start, stop, like going slow, going fast, going slow, going fast. Like, I want to make more money now. I want a new house now. Now, this is an example of what I'm seeing in the reading, but I can't just yet. This is the change, and this is destiny. This is like divine change and destiny, and it's being thrust upon us because of, outside influences, politics, and things that we don't get into here. This change is being thrust upon us. So how are we going to handle this change? And, it's everywhere. It's not just you. People want change. They want something better. They want something more. And we're stepping into a new reality. Money is changing. Currency is changing. A lot of people are leaving, certain areas that they're living because they can't afford it anymore, So this is the reality. So, and I feel like you guys are no different from that. Like, I feel like you guys are thinking, a lot of you guys who are going to come across this are thinking long term about, where am I going to live? How am I going to afford this? What am I going to leave behind? How can I take care of myself and my family and my community? Maybe I need to get more connected with my community so that they can support me, because I know I shouldn't be talking about politics, but the thing is that we don't have, at least in the States, we don't have the support that we need from our community. We just don't have it. So, and I think that's causing a reality check for a lot of people. And we have Page of Pentacles wanting to plant the seeds of something that is gonna bear fruit so that I can eat. Like, I'm even hearing about like the food stamps or whatever that happening has a lot of people out in the cold wondering how they're going to afford to eat, how they're going to pay their rent. And it's like I need to plant a tree so that I can eat and so that my whole family can eat and so that we can all take care of ourselves together here. And that's the change. And I feel like there is a return to community. There's a return to IRL. We have to band together because we can't afford to do this on our own. And I can't stay stuck in this old paradigm where I'm not getting the support I need. So that's what I'm seeing. And, you know, if you come to tarot, if you come on here for a relationship, it's no different. You could be sitting here thinking about your romantic relationships like this is not stable and they can't afford to take me out, or they're not showing up the way that I need them to show up. So maybe I need to cut the crap. And I need to change jobs. I need to change careers. I need to change partners. I need to, yeah, I knew it. A lot of people are feeling the pinch financially, and it affects your romantic life. Yes, it does, because you can't afford to go out as much. And it makes you feel alone. And you know, you're not alone. Okay, there are communities out there, and I feel like a lot of you guys could be trying to find new communities, new support, you know, new support systems, new places to live, fantasizing about something better for yourself. And you know, the only person that is going to come save you is yourself. And I hate to see that. I hate to see, you know, this scarcity mindset, this food, what do they call that? Food instability. I hate to see that, but it's affecting our relationships because we got to get real. Maybe we don't have the luxury to sit and daydream about a romantic relationship when we don't know if we can afford groceries or rent. When we have to overcome money blocks right now. Collectively, we have to overcome money blocks. That's the only way we're going to get through this. So, and maybe this is talking about finding new ways to feel passionate in the mundane. So, planting the seeds of something here that will help you have inspiration during these times of scarcity and feeling the mundane. A lot of you guys, this is about money. This is about the physical things in your life. Yeah, there is some indecision regarding relationships, and it's because you have to think about your 3D reality. And this is what I'm picking up. So during this new moon, you could be thinking about that. And there's a lot of defensiveness, okay, out there in relationships. There's a lack of trust. There's building a moat around our feelings. 100%, that hasn't changed. And because, you know, as I was saying before, a lot of people are struggling financially. We can't afford to waste time on people who are just going to tear us down because it's going to affect your wealth and your money, right? Bad relationships affect your wealth and your money and your stability. So there is this Jupiter transit, and I feel like this new moon is the activation towards that Jupiter transit and towards this 2026 year of the horse momentum to be more financially on your own. I got myself. I don't need to rely on some crappy relationships to get me through it. I have a community that will support me. So if you're not relating to this, this is collective global energy of getting financially stable, you know. And I don't know, the only romantic message that I see coming through right now is confusion and frustration. Potentially there could be a lot of fighting because of this Uranus transit, this square to Uranus. There could be a lot of fighting or hostility. Yeah, because we're done with the manipulation. And I know that collectively a lot of people are waking up I go on Instagram or I go on YouTube and it's all talk about narcissism and psychopathology and crap like that. So there is this collective awareness of personality types that need to be avoided in relationships. Manipulator. We don't want to be manipulated anymore. We don't have time. We don't have the energy because we have to hustle. We have to make money. We have to put food on the table. We don't have time for manipulators. We don't have time for liars. We don't have time for narcissists. We don't have time for narcissists anymore. Okay, so there's this collective awakening and realization about, the manipulators. And this is actually the magician. So the thing is that when we do our manifestations, I was talking about this yesterday. When we do our intention settings and our manifestations, we do have to realize that we have to be very clear, first of all, and remember that when we manifest things, we can sometimes manifest the good with the bad. Like, for example, I did a money ritual, manifestation ritual, and I got contacted by someone via email to make a ton of money. And it turns out it was a scam. And that's exactly what I'm saying, is that if you are trying to manifest from a place of fear, you're gonna attract something that's gonna cause instability. So that's why it's important to surround yourself with a positive community, with people who will help bring you up so that you're not manifesting from a place of fear or scarcity or anxiety. And I hate to see it, you guys, and I don't want to talk about politics on here, but it affects us directly in our personal relationships. So a lot of the collective is just done with manipulators, is just done with narcissists. You're waking up to it. You're starting to learn about the red flags early on, and moving away from a scarcity mindset and abandonment mindset. You are not abandoned by the narcissist. You are freed from them. You are not abandoned by manipulators. You are freed from them. And this even is like, if I'm talking about politically, the government is probably the biggest manipulator that we have, that there is out there. Okay, and they're causing this, scarcity mindset on the collective, and it's putting a strain on relationships. So there could be a lot more arguments about money in relationships, romantic or otherwise, especially because it's the holidays. So don't let that get to you, okay? Because it will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I know it's hard to do, but when we're doing our intentions, when we're doing our manifestations, when we're trying to create our vision boards, try to have hope at least for those 5 minutes that you're doing that, because you don't want to, with that law of attraction, bring it in. And it's realistic to have fears. There are real reasons to have fears out there. And the Lovers has been coming out in a lot of my readings, you guys. And in this deck, the Lovers is aliens. And I hate to bring this up about politics, because in this deck, the Lovers, aliens, is actually about being afraid of people who are different from us, people who have different backgrounds and things like that. And if you're trying to call in a love that is gonna last, that's gonna be a divine union, you have to look past those differences and to see the substance in an individual. But this is also a major choice from the divine. So I've been seeing a lot of twos. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Two of Swords, and the aliens and or lovers. It's a choice. So choose more carefully, but also don't be afraid of people who are different from you. If they have a different nationality, if they have a different background, if they like different things from you. It's good to date people outside of your normal attraction, because that's how you break generational curses of attracting our parents, is by, I don't know if I like them, I don't know if I'm attracted to them, and you give them a chance and you give them an opportunity and you're surprised. So don't be afraid of people who are different from you. Don't be afraid of people who have different backgrounds or nationalities. They could be a perfect partner with the lovers there. So this is the change. Maybe that's what the change is. Like, I can tell you from a personal example that I definitely relate to the manipulator mindset. Like, I've been attracted to manipulators because of my father wound. That's totally valid. And so I've been attracting the same person in a different body. And I have to stop being afraid of people who are not like that, because that is the freedom. That is going to be how we meet the divine union here. There is a huge focus on work and money right now, and this isn't very lovey-dovey. I mean, we do have the lovers and the Two of Cups, which to me is like a choice between different types of love. I don't know where it is, but we have the lovers and the Two of Cups. So, and as far as a love message goes, it can't get any clearer than that. But to me, it's a choice. To me, it's what type of relationship do I want? What type of person do I want? Do I want the person that feels more like a friend, or do I want this relationship that's going to set me on fire, right? I watched this one YouTuber, this one tarot reader named Katie something, and she says that the best type of relationships are going to be more like oatmeal. So it's like having a choice between pizza and oatmeal. The oatmeal is good for you. The oatmeal is going to help with your digestion, and the pizza is going to tear up your insides. It's going to make you gain weight. So we have to approach relationships like that. Is it going to be nourishing? Is it going to be sustaining? Is it going to upset my stomach and give me anxiety? And then we have authority and control. This is the Emperor, actually. So a lot of us out there, regardless of gender, are looking for our Emperor, are looking for someone who can help us, maybe take over the wheel every now and then. A partner that we can really rely on during these hard times. Hard Times by Paramore. All right, I'm going to pull some Oracle cards, and if anybody's left, it looks like there's only one person in the chat, but I have my pendulum here if anyone wants a yes or no question. I'll just do it. I'll just do my little pendulum. Okay, first let's see what's coming up. We're using the Kippers today, fortune-telling Kippers. What's coming up for the collective? I do feel like there's a huge change in your money and in the type of people that you attract. We have official person. So in this deck, official person is like, I don't know, it's like the military or a policeman, or maybe there's somebody in your family who's like that. I sometimes see this as making it official in a relationship capacity. So what is this for the collective? Official person. Message. Ooh, message in a bottle. I'm hearing collect. I heard the words collect call in my head. Some of you guys could get a collect call from somebody who needs a bailout. Okay, that's not for all of you, but I do feel like with message and official person, some of you guys could be making it official with a partner. This is a DM or a Snapchat or a text message. There's an incoming message from somebody who wants to make things official. They could be a very tall person. Let's see, because we had high honor there. So this could be a message about work or a message. So you're getting an official title either in your job or from a romantic relationship. Some of you guys, you want to make things official. Wealthy man. Oh my God. I was seeing this for a lot of you guys are going to be creating more wealth for yourself in 2026. We had the 9 of Pentacles. We had the 10 of Pentacles, which is a dynasty of wealth. There is a Jupiter conjunction that's going to be, I think it's already taking place, but in 2026, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people out there to make more money. You have to pursue it, though. You have to go after it, get that degree or whatever you need to do here to make more money. You could even be And I was seeing this before, that a lot of you guys could be changing the people that you spend time with. Like, I say this all the time on here, you guys. The people who you surround yourself with, you become like the people you surround yourself with. So, for example, if all my friends sit around and drink and they're broke, you're going to end up being like them. So you could be changing the circle of people that you surround yourself with. Maybe you're surrounding yourself with people who have more money than you, so that they can create more opportunities for you. Studying wealth, I told you, a lot of you guys are having a blow up with your money. Be careful here, because there is this energy of all of a sudden I'm doing really well. All of a sudden I'm making all this money. Snap, snap, snap. Thrive, thrive, thrive. And then all of a sudden your DMs pop off because people see you doing well, see you making money, and they want to be official and show up in your life in a way that they never did before. So make sure that, if you, let's say, oh, I won the lottery today, yeah, or I got an official title, or somehow I'm doing better financially, and now these leeches are coming in, do not tell people when you win that lottery, okay, I'm going to go to Vegas and I'm going to go gamble, and all of a sudden I make a ton of money. Don't tell anyone, because that's when all the leeches will show up. So there is an opportunity, there is a transit for everybody out there. Jupiter transit brings wealth, and it depends on your personal natal chart if this is going to be affecting you. And there's a Capricorn transit coming up shortly here as well. Money, okay? We're thinking about that because we have to, and we have to make those changes to do better. So yeah, there's people who are out here thinking about you, all right? Thoughts, maybe they're looking at pictures or photos of you, and maybe you're an artist or you're a painter here. It doesn't matter about these people thinking about you, because they see you having money, studying wealth. All these cards are about wealth. We have wealthy man, we have unexpected income, we have sudden wealth here. So, okay, not all of you guys are gonna all of a sudden win the lottery, hit the jackpot, or meet a wealthy person, but it's in the energy, it's in the air. So, take yourself up on it. If you all of a sudden have an idea of how you can make more money, or what certificate you can make, or maybe you're doing, I don't know, maybe you're investing somewhere in the stock market and you make a little bit of money, don't tell anyone about it. There's this opportunity for you to do it. Nobody needs to know. So I love this, you guys. Oh my God. Money. Not all of you are going to have that. But I feel like it's in your thoughts. It's in your mind. I need to make more. I need to think about my legacy. I need to think about my stability. I might need to move out of this place because I can't afford it. Right? It's in the energy. It's in the air. Everybody's struggling right now. We all need more money. A lot of you guys, I was seeing this come out repeatedly. House. So some of you guys, if you do get more money, let's say you hit the jackpot, or you get a promotion, or you get that certificate, that coding certificate, whatever it is, you're making more money, and now you're going to buy a house. I think that's really not a good market to buy a house in. I don't know anything about that. Don't take financial advice from me. It's just showing up in this reading here. House, new home, property. Maybe you inherit some money, or you inherit a house or something like that. So here it is, house. Maybe you're investing in real estate. So, oh my God. Great fortune. Listen, if you guys are watching this live, I am sending you positive reinforcement to chase wealth in 2026, okay? This is confirmation that if you have an idea to make money, please go after it. Make sure that you read all the fine print. Great fortune. This is Goddess Fortuna. This is the goddess that people pray to for money, for wealth. So do your affirmations in the morning. Maybe you're investing in Robinhood. Do it. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, invest in it. Do your research, okay? Talk to a financial advisor, because, oh my God, almost all of these cards are about wealth. I think I'm going to end it there, okay? So I do wish all of you guys are able to make more money if you need that. I certainly could use more. I certainly could use more myself. All right, so I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm going to do a pendulum question for you guys. Now, if you don't know what a pendulum is, it is this sort of like necklace looking thing here. And what we do is we sort of allow it to move in one direction or the other, and it will answer a question for us. So we have yes, we have no, we have wait, we have now, we have maybe. Okay, so I feel like there's a 50-50 chance that these will come true, right, with the yes or no question. But go ahead and think of a question, a burning desire, and this will be confirmation for you. For the collective, yes or no? You guys, it's saying yes. You saw that I didn't move that, right? So this is saying yes. And I feel like it's for a lot of you guys who have an idea of how to make more money or how to bring more stability for you. Yes. This is a yes. This is a confirmation. So remember, I said these are 50-50 and this is collective. So do with that what you will, but the answer to your question is a resounding yes. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. I hope that this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I wish you much abundance, much wealth, and I hope you have a happy, happy new moon in Sagittarius. I'll see y'all at your sign. Bye.